Today, I'm going to talk all about personal productivity. So, how good are we at getting things done in a given time? And how can personal productivity add to our happiness and success? And third, what can we do to improve and elevate our personal productivity? So today I'm going to be exploring all of these areas with you and helping you figure out what can you do to up your game in these areas and help improve your success and your happiness. So I am so happy to welcome people in. I'm always happy to welcome people into our group for our weekly live session. I am delighted to see people joining in and really for this very important topic. So I am going to do this in a workshop style, which is a very common format that people have been enjoying. I'm going to talk about 6 areas of personal productivity today. And for each of them, I'm going to invite you to score yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, where 5 is the best and 1 is the lowest. For each of the categories, I'll be discussing what each of those numbers means. But if that is something that you like doing, you can score yourself. You don't have to if you don't want to score yourself, but if you do, you'll be able to. I'm going to say hello to Neth and all of the people joining us tonight. I am always delighted to welcome people in. And again, we are going to be talking about personal productivity tonight. So how much do we get done? How productive are we at getting things done in a given time? I love those hearts that I saw. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And how can personal productivity add to our happiness and our success? And what can we do to improve and elevate our personal productivity? Tonight we're going to be talking all about those areas. So I love to welcome people in. And I would love if people who are here with us would write hello to everybody or hello to anybody. I love building the community. And I see Eileen is there. Eileen says, hi, Dr. Ellen. Hello to Eileen. Always a joy to see you and everybody joining us. And I love giving out this information that can help us become happier and more productive and more successful in our lives. So again, I'm going to be talking about 6 categories, 6 areas that relate to personal productivity. And I'm going to be doing this in a workshop format. I'll be leading you in that. So if you'd like to score yourself in each of the areas, I'm going to help you do that. 5 will be a highest score in each of the areas, and 1 will be a lowest score. You're welcome to score yourself if you like to or not, if you prefer not. So let's dive right in. So personal productivity and productivity itself has to do with how effective we are in getting things done. How do we get things done? Are we productive? Are we efficient? Are we effective? Do we get things done in a productive manner? And the results of higher personal productivity is first a personal achievement, accomplishment, literally getting things accomplished. It could be in work, at home, with family, in life. How do you get things accomplished? Do you get them done, or do you always feel like you're catching up on things? Second, higher personal productivity can make you feel more in control of your life because you're able to get to the finish line in things that you're doing. You don't feel that nagging, tugging feeling that I just can't get things accomplished. I don't have access to whatever. Sometimes it's better jobs or bonuses at work or that feedback that you get at work when you are productive. And when you are productive and you get more done, you probably find that you have access to earning more, to making more money, than if you were unproductive and disorganized and not planned in how to get things done. And finally, it's just that sense of pride that you get for finishing up, getting things done, getting jobs done for work, sometimes getting a promotion because of productivity, or getting things done for your family or for yourself. And the research shows that personal productivity is the result of a number of habits and strengths. I'm going to talk about a bunch of them tonight. And these are the types of skills that CEOs tend to have because they are very productive and they work at very high levels. They want to be productive, so they study each of these areas, each of these zones, to be at their best in all of these zones. And I really thought, why should this be limited to CEOs? I want to have all of the women that I work with, all of the parents that I work with have access to this. So you now will have access to this type of program that CEOs and CEOs in training tend to want to have. So the first skill is time management. How do you handle your time in planning your days, in organizing your activities, in batching tasks, and using time management hacks and strategies? And I'm going to have you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, where 5 would be I have excellent time management skills. 4 would be I have pretty good time management skills. 3 would be I have acceptable time management skills. 2 would be I need a lot of help with my time management skills. And 1 would be I really need help with time management. Again, rate yourself in those areas, 1 to 5. And for those of you, I've seen some of you are just joining in, have just joined in. So again, I want to make sure everybody knows what we're doing. Today, we're having a special program on personal productivity skills and how they can help contribute to our happiness and our success. And Eileen told us she has a 4 in that area, which is great. Thank you for participating and putting that in comments. I would love if anybody else would like to put your score in the comments as well. Again, that would help us feel like a community and that we're supporting each other. And so, Eileen, that's great that you're participating with us. Thank you. I'm going to talk about the second one now, and I see somebody put in a 3. Wonderful. Susie put in a 3. Wonderful. Thank you for participating with us. And we're going to go over the total at the end as well. So it's really important that you give some feedback to yourself. It would really help if you score yourself. And we're not looking whether you have a high score or a low score. The important thing is that you do score yourself so you do know where you're at. So the second category for personal productivity that I'm going to give you to think about is goal setting and reaching. How good are you at setting goals and going about working towards reaching goals? About not waiting for a random life or a default life or whatever comes, but really planning your life ahead. Because CEOs and managers are excellent and experts at looking for goals, planning them, and reaching them. And that's why they reach such high levels in their lives. So I'd like to invite you to score yourself on goal setting and reaching. 5 would be I'm excellent at setting goals and reaching them. 4 would be I'm pretty good at setting goals and reaching them. 3 would be I'm just okay at setting goals and reaching them. 2 would be I would like help with learning to set and reach goals better. And 1 would be I need a lot of help to set goals and reach goals better. And again, it's really important for you to think about where you stand in these areas. We don't want you to score yourself high artificially if you don't feel you're there. The goal is not to have a high or a low score, but your real score, so you know where you're at. And I congratulate all of you for participating in this and the help that it's going to give you in moving forward. So skill number 3 is focus and attention. We all know that we can get more work done if we can focus on a skill, on a task at hand. And we know we're less productive if we have distractions in our lives, if we really can't pay attention to what we're doing, if we're handling and thinking of 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 things on our mind. And I've spoken about avoiding multitasking and trying to stay on the focus for the task at hand. So let's think about your personal skills, and let me help you score yourself. So 5 would be, I have excellent ability in focusing on a task at hand. 4 would be, I have good ability to focus on a task at hand. 3 would be, I sometimes focus on a task at hand. 2 would be, I need help to focus better on my tasks. And 1 would be, I need a lot of help to focus on tasks. And again, I congratulate all of you who are scoring yourselves, who are putting your scores in the comments so that we can all participate together and help each other and support each other. As you all know, I really work to make this an active, supportive community so that you feel my work, but also the support of all of us here working together for the common good, for the common goal. So let's move on to skill number 4, and that is boundary strength and skills. We all know if we have good boundaries, we can focus better on our tasks. So let's talk about boundary strength and skills. Are you able to say no with confidence to protect your productivity? Or do you say yes to everything and share your productivity and your own goals can suffer? So it's important to have strong, effective boundaries. I talk about creating caring boundaries. A lot of people are afraid of boundaries because they think it makes them look rude or ungraceful or uncaring. But really, having good boundaries helps you express when you are available, how you're available, and how you can best interact with other people and protect your own space. So it doesn't have to be rude or uncaring at all. There really are ways of expressing what I call caring boundaries. So let's think about your boundary skills. 5 would be that you have strong skills. My boundary skills are strong. I am able to say no easily when I need to. 4 is my boundary skills are good. 3, my boundary skills are adequate. 2 is I would like some help in forming better boundary skills. And 1 is I need a lot of help. I have trouble saying no and protecting my boundaries. And again, boundaries are really important for personal productivity. Otherwise, you're sharing your energy, your time, and your space with other people and not protecting it for yourself. Number 5, ready for this? All right. Number 5 is stress management. We all know if you're stressed, it leads to fatigue, it lowers your energy and your efficiency. So do you take some breaks during the workday? Do you remember to plan self-care and me time during the week? Again, stress decreases efficiency, so we really want to limit our stress. How effective are you at stress management, at taking and scheduling me time and stress management activities? So let me help you score. 5 would be my stress management skills are excellent. I plan stress management activities. 2 is my stress management skills are very good. 3 would be my stress management skills are adequate. 2 would be I need help to improve my stress management skills. And 1 would be I need a lot of help to limit my stress in my days. How are you doing with your grading? Everybody grading yourselves? And number 6 is what I call personal energy and peak performance planning. That's a lot of P's, isn't it? Personal energy and peak performance planning. So there's a lot of discussion and research about circadian rhythms and what times of day you feel your energy is highest. And do you use your knowledge of your peak performance during the day to plan your more difficult activities or your more involved activities? Do you know your peak times of day? So some people actually use that and will plan their activities. So when I start my day in my morning, I feel my energy is high, and I like to tackle my most difficult activity of the day first because I feel my energy is highest, and I like to get that most difficult task out of the way. So that is something that I do in this category. Some people actually feel their energy is a little less at the start of the day, and they like to plan a simple activity just to get themselves going, to get their performance moving along. And that's a great way to plan your day also. We all need to think of our energy levels, our circadian rhythms during the day, and how we can reach peak performance. And a lot of people don't include this category and miss out on some real helpful cues that can help them plan peak performance and personal productivity. So I'm going to invite you to score yourself on this. 5 is I know my energy patterns during the day and I use them significantly. 4 is I use my energy patterns sometimes. 3 is I occasionally use my energy patterns and I'm aware of some of them. 2 is I would like to learn more about how to pay more attention to my energy patterns and to use them. And 1 is I really don't do much yet to pay attention to my energy patterns. So how did you do? And I'm wondering, did you score mostly 4s and 5s on these? Or did you score a lot of 3s or a lot of 2s or 1s? These are a set of habits and skills that if you know them well, can really help transform and elevate your personal productivity. It can really boost your productivity. It could really make a difference. How do people learn these skills? I wanted to mention that. A lot of people tell me they buy a book about time management, and it takes time to read a book. There are a lot of recommendations in a book, some that are applicable to you, some that don't. So it's really a time-taking activity to try to read about these in a book. And mothers often tell me they'll get some information about time management in a book, and then they'll decide, you know what, that's really good in theory, but I'm a mother. I don't have time to do that. What about creating goals? People sometimes read about them in books or take workshops. And then I hear also, I tried to learn about creating goals, but I can't fit in what they say to my busy day. I have too much on my plate already. I don't know how to fit that in. And what about stress management? A lot of stress management programs assume you have all the time in the day to fit in stress management tasks and activities. And the mothers that I talk to tell me, you know what, I don't have time. I don't know how to fit all of this together. And these skills are all related. So what if you didn't have to learn about all these skills separately? What if you could learn about them together in one program? I know that that would really help a lot of the moms out there. What if you could learn about stress management and time management and reaching goals and maintaining boundaries, learning to focus, and all of these areas, learning about your energy cycles for peak performance? What if you could do that in one place, in one program? And that is what I've been offering some of the mothers that I've been working with, and they have been loving it. So I want to open that up. If that is something that speaks to you and you understand how having these skills would really help you up your personal productivity and reach higher levels of success and happiness at home and life and work, I'm going to open that up to you as well. And if that interests you, I invite you to schedule an appointment with me. You will find the link in our group in the description section of our group, or in some posts that I put. I would be happy to discuss this with you. Let me know if you'd like this program individually for you, or for a group of friends, or a group of mothers, or a parenting group that you're in, or for a work group. A lot of bosses really want their workers to improve personal productivity. So often bosses will bring in an expert like me to teach workers personal productivity. So let me know if you'd like to work on this, again, for you individually, for a group of people that you know, or for a work group. I am happy to come in and do that and help you. Feel free to go and get the link to schedule an appointment with me. Again, always during the week, I invite you to come into our group to look at all of the recommendations that I put to help make you and your family happier and more successful and more happy with your life. I love those hearts that I see coming up. I am always happy to join with you during our Sunday live program. So make sure you come back here next Sunday. Invite your friends into the group if you know of anybody who can benefit, any moms or any parents who want to cut their stress and increase their productivity and success and create their best life for you and your families. Make sure you come regularly. As I said, invite your friends, family, co-workers, and I will be happy, looking forward to seeing you in our group during the week and back here again next Sunday. Let's talk again soon.